Hello folks, welcome to AdTech. Today, as you can see, we're starting a new game on the channel called Planet Nomads. First of all, before I go into details about the game, I just want to say a big thanks to Craneballs, the developer of this game, for sending me a key to play it. Now, Planet Nomads is an early access game. It's been out for a little while now, but it is an early access, so you know, you can see down the bottom here it says the game is in early access, and there are warnings when you fire up the game and all that kind of stuff. But Planet Nomads is a awesome planet space survival game. We're going to dive straight in pretty much, and we're just going to call this AdTech. We're going to go with medium, but we're going to select custom. Now there's lots of different options you can change here, things like planet radius, night cycles, animal aggressive behaviour, all that kind of stuff. We're going to leave most of it alone, to be honest with you. I think a 10-kilometre planet probably is big enough, but we might make that, I don't know, let's leave it at 10 for now and see how we go, and let's just fire it off. Okay, so I have had a little go at this game because I wanted to kind of find my feet a little bit, so sometimes it's quite funny watching me, you know, foul up and try and figure things out, but occasionally it can be a bit frustrating. So I've actually had a quick go at this game, and you know, just to sort of get down the controls and all that kind of stuff. And for what I've seen so far, it is absolutely fantastic. Now we're going to play this game as if we haven't played this before. So apologies if you have played Planet Nomads and I'm rambling on about some basic stuff. It's just so that people who haven't played it. Okay, there's a bit of pre-story as well. In 2065, mankind discovered unknown technology that enabled interstellar travel. Humans were finally able to explore planets. A year later, scientists received strange, inexplicable signals from the constellation Eridanus. Research suggested existence of nearby exoplanets, possibly capable of sustaining organic life. In 2087, commercial vessel Anita enters Eridanus system, searching for exoplanets suitable for mining and colonization. However, destructive anomalies damage the ship and survivors are forced to escape. Interesting. Looks like with some sort of escape pod. Crash landing, I'm assuming, is about to get bad.
3, 2, 1.
Ouch! That certainly looked painful, didn't it? And here we are. We're loaded into the game. So, it's a first-person and third-person game. Although that was quick. So yeah, you've got first person and third person as well. Just lay down a few basic controls. If you hold down the left Alt key and use the scroll wheel and move the mouse, you can get a different perspective as well, which is quite handy for doing like exterior building work and bits and bobs. Now, this game, the very basics of this game are basically to survive. You are a nomad on the planet, pretty much on your own. You've crash landed here and you need to survive. Okay, now I think the ultimate goal that Craneballs had was actually to survive on the planet for as long as you can, and then eventually you'll go off into space and I suppose back home. So first of all, we need to grab a few essentials. Now this box here, I'll grab a battery, sleeping bag and a mission manual data pad. Now when you load into the game, the only resources you get are some bandages, some food and some drink, and that's it. That's all you get, because you know you have to survive on your own. So obviously movement is WASD, and you can move the mouse to change the direction. Pretty standard for all games, of course. Now you can press T to bring up your tool. Alright, this is called the multi-tool, and this is kind of everything. To build and to gather resources, you use this tool, and that's what it's all about. Now, one thing I did notice with this game was actually how pretty it is. It's a very, very, very nice game. It looks fantastic. I haven't figured out a way of zooming in, actually. I don't think that's even a thing. So yeah, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go and gather some resources. Now, playing this game, I kind of gathered that certain resources are definitely going to be a big part of this game, especially minerals. So mining ores, iron, silicon, carbon, all that kind of stuff. I mean, in this kind of area, they come quite easy, so it's not too much of a problem. But you want to look out for things like this. Now with the multi-tool, all you have to do is right-click, hold it down, and you'll see it's just gathering resources. Well, actually, no, it's not. Sorry, I had this problem last night. Okay, I loaded the game for the first time ever, and I'm doing this with the left mouse button. I'm like, well, why am I not gathering any resources? Left-click. I did it again today, just now. Left-click, and you get resources at the top there. See? So yeah, don't right-click because you'll just get rid of it and you'll get nothing for it. There we go. Let's load a battery in. There we go. So now we've gathered some resources. So we've got iron, carbon, and silicon. All right. Now there is a tutorial to the game, which I would suggest you run through. Otherwise, you're going to be quite lost, like me. I'll do my best to kind of tell you guys what's going on without being too, I don't know, basic, I suppose. But we're just going to gather some resources quickly. And then what we need to do is we need to create a 3D printer. It's called the emergency 3D printer, and it's just how you start off building certain materials in the game. But to do that, we need some resources. Now there is a horror pack, which I have to say is pretty awesome. You got the horror pack. It sounds and looks and acts absolutely fantastic. It's a part of the gameplay which I haven't seen in other games like this. The only game I can really kind of compare this to is Medieval Engineers, and that you know, you can't even really do that because you know, Medieval Engineers is medieval and this is a space game. So yeah, there we go. So what I'm gonna do, we've also got our crater here. We need to find a place to set up our I suppose our camp, really, for now. I think I'm gonna do it here actually, right next to this tree. There we go. So you press B to bring up the build menu. There we go. And you can see you've got the emergency 3D printer, and we just click and drag that down to our hotbar. Press B again to close that menu, and then you press number 2 and you've got your 3D printer. Now placing objects very quickly, you press X to change the axis, and then you use the scroll wheel on the mouse to change the direction. Alright, seems easy, but it took me a little while to figure that one out as well, because I'm, you know, blonde. There we go. And then I'm still I will be pressing a lot of different buttons, by the way. I'm still not very good at this, remembering all of these things. So with the multi-tool, all you do is you press T to bring it up, and you left click to build. That's all it is, nice and simple. E to interact, and what we need to do, first of all, I think now that we've done that, we've got some base foundation. So when you first load into Planet Nomads, go off and find one of those ore rocks that I found, and get some iron, because you're going to need it. Then you need to create some basic frames. You pop in your ores like that, just double click, that's all you need, and then craft some basic frames. Now I think with most of the blocks in game, and there are a number of them, we'll go through them as well. With each block in game, you'll have to have these basic frames and then some additional parts to build them. So you can plonk them down, and they'll be they'll be basic frames. That's what they are. So if I show you with this is just a basic kind of platform, if you like. There you go. What we'll do is we'll plop. Not if it's all, oh, I didn't pick the frames up, did I? Always pick up your resources. There you go. So these platforms, they need 2 basic frames. There you go. Press T. And of course we need some plating Mark 1 to be able to build it. But yeah, you need basic frames. You just even place the object down without even building it. So Let's create another 6 of those, and then we'll create I think 4 of those. And that means we'll have 4 platforms. Sorry, 4 platforms here, and then basically we can build our first little house. Now you can take down these bits of, I guess it's wreckages actually. I suggest you do that as well, but they will give you quite a few resources as well. So what you're gonna have to do is, there's a box over here that had some stuff in it. If we take that down, you get the resources off that, which you will need to build this. Yeah? F for flashlight, by the way. And there we go, got some basic frames. Let's just plonk another couple of these down. The building is a bit wonky in this game. It's okay, but you just need to get used to it. I think that's all it is. There you go. The only thing I wish they do is change the opacity of the build, of the preview of that block, because otherwise it's just this great big thing. And if you go to third person, it's a bit better, but it's still not quite there. Can we get this one in here, please? No. Just take out a little bit of this. And a little bit of that. There we go. Oh, get some frames. See, you need a lot of resources in this game. So we'll build some platforms, and what happens is once you build basic platforms, you'll then start unlocking other blocks. And I think already we've unlocked the biogenerator, so that's pretty good. And I'll go into all of this, the generators and all of that sort of stuff with you guys as well. I can see us really kind of having a good series on this game, because I don't know, you can build lots of different contraptions. You can build flying machines, cars, big buildings, all kinds of different machines, and there's a lot of different blocks as well. I'm gonna need some more plating, aren't I? What have I got in my inventory? Quite a bit, but nothing I need. Plating, that's Mark II plating. That's Mark II plating. And you want the Mark 1. It's going to be Mark II as well, isn't it? Mark 1, there we go. Ah. When that happens, that means you've dropped something, because your inventory is full. Yes. Let's go and build something else to get rid of this plating. There we go. Now we're going to pick up our basic frames. You will struggle when you first play this game, and you're picking up resources and stuff. See what I mean? You're going to run out of space. You're going to run out of space. So I can't build that either. What can we drop on the floor? Don't want to drop that. Mechanical parts. Don't really want to drop any of these. We can drop that for now. They will despawn after a while, so just bear that in mind. But things like basic frames and stuff we really need at the moment. There we go. So, have you picked up Planet Nomads? Have you guys played it? If you have, what do you think to it? Leave a comment in the section below, and let me know. If you've got any videos, send me a link. I'll check them out. I really think with this game, it's really good to kind of share ideas and blueprints. I think there's a workshop on here as well on this game, so you can definitely share your creations. And I've seen no end of wacky type stuff. You know, machines and flying machines. I mean, they've got things like hover blades and air blades, small tyres, big tyres, suspension arms. The blocks in this game, you have all kinds of blocks: conveyor belts, switches, generators. There's even things like, let's have a quick look. So we've even got things like water pumps, mining rigs. There's auto miners in the game as well. Hover jack. And that is. Lift vehicles into the air, making them available for modification. Place it only on the ground. Oh right. Oh, that's good. We'll show you all the building stuff and everything in future, but yeah, that's interesting. Solar panels. Ah. Oh, that's good, because it means you can charge up your vehicles on the move. That's interesting. Conveyor belt connectors. Greenhouses. Beacons, all kind of stuff. Really, really interesting. I'm so psyched for this game. I'm looking forward to getting right into it. But now we need some... We need some more plating. 1, 2... How many do we need? 2 each. We've got 2 less. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So, as you can see, it's raining. And don't underestimate the power of the rain. And I mean that sincerely, because the automated voice in your suit will tell you when you're cold.
My sensors show you are slightly thirsty.
Well, thanks very much. That was perfect timing. Prove my point exactly. Yeah, so I have no idea what it's called, but it's definitely it's definitely handy at times when it's raining or you're not noticed you're hungry or something daft like that. Okay, so we're now out of ores. I need some iron, as usual. Yeah, I don't really want to go out into the dark just yet, because there are scary animals out there, and they can kill you. So let's use a sleeping bag. And we'll sleep and hopefully come back in the daytime.
You are well rested.
Thank you. She's very polite, I have to admit. I've got to think of a name for her. If you guys think of a name for our friendly foe, or friendly suit, let me know. Here we go. Right, let's go out and find some iron. Yeah, here's some animals, look. Now, certain animals in the game are passive, certain animals are aggressive. If they're aggressive, you'll certainly know about it, because the music will change and you'll get chased down. Hunted down. Distress signal detected. Interesting. So let's get some iron. Oh, I just thought. Oh, we have got... what can we drop? Let's drop that. Don't need that for now. There we go. So grab some iron. You guys you'll definitely get used to this game. It's different. I'm still learning all the keys and stuff, so I'm having a blast already, and I've only played it for a short period of time. There we go. Also, I don't really want to stay where we are at the moment as well. We're just sort of unlocking a lot of the blocks. We're gathering a few resources. It seems to be a pretty rich area for resources at the moment. Last one. Yeah, see all those resources. Look, from those 2 chunks, we've got 61 iron and 54 carbon. So, yeah, definitely plenty of resources. What is that? Oh no. Seeds. Just seeds? Fruitage and seeds. Yeah, that's alright. What's this? Silicon and carbon. Awesome. What earth is that? Iron. Ah. Iron crystals. Right, so now our battery's dead. Have we got another one? Yeah, we do. Awesome. When your battery depletes itself, your multi-tool is a lot slower, so always carry a couple of spare batteries. Definitely recommended that one. I've got to gather some more resources just so that we don't have to keep going back. I've lost an achievement. Terraformer. that'll do for now. I think we've got 111. Oh, what the hell was that? Is it that thing? Yes. No, thank you. Anyway, yes, we've got 111 iron, 100 carbon, and 97 silicons. Yeah, that'll do for now. It won't last as long though, believe it or not. It won't last as long at all. Do you know what? I love the flora in this game. I mean, have you ever seen anything like any of these trees ever? So pretty. Right. Let's get back over here, put our platform back together. There we go. Right. Bung that in there. Bung that in there. That in there. And let's create... What we'll do is, shall we create... Let's do 10 of those. 10 of those. Actually no, let's cancel those because we want the plates first. 10 of those. 1, 2. Right. Now we can pop this together. Excellent. Right, what have we got next? So we've got to put this biogenerator down first, which is okay. Let's just plonk that. Let's stick it there for now. I need electronic parts and plating. Got some plating. Electronic parts. I'll do two of those in a minute. I just cancelled those. Oh well. Let's create another one of those as well, because we might need that. One of those. Is this one we needed? Yeah. There we go. Right, now these biogenerators, they take these things called biomass containers, and that is it. That's just the power. I don't think they're terribly efficient, but you can get biomass pretty much from anything that's organic. So, for example, if we take this tree down, this little bush, there you go, biomass 4. So, the biomass generators are pretty good, to be honest with you, to start out with. And that's given us 9 to start with. I'll go off and get some more in a bit. Is that locked anything else? Yeah, the switchboard. So these switches are pretty awesome. They can be used. I know it's a switch, so don't look at me like that. But these switches, you can connect a number of different items to it, and I'll show you what I mean. Right, so we'll build that. So now it's given us a compact container, which is okay. So, yeah, here we go. So you'll see these little sort of hexagon type connectors here, and what that is, you'll see it in these boxes as well. Look, you can connect these small containers to different devices, and that's really good because I've got the basic frames. Because if, for example, you've got like a 3D printer, or let's say any kind of machine that requires an input, yeah, so anything that's got like a crafting cube or anything like that, you will find that you can plug basically external containers into it.
Nutrition level dropping.
Oh, thanks. There we go. So you'll see, maybe. Yeah, here you go. So the compact container, it's also seeing the biogenerator because it's attached to it. Yeah? So the biogenerator doesn't see it, but it's definitely connected. So if, for example, we were to pop that in there, Yeah, it's offline. Yeah, it might not work with the biogenerator. I'm not sure. I'm still gonna have to play with it. But as far as I know, all the blocks like what's that? Food and drink machine, and the next 3D printer, which is that one. You can connect stuff to it. These little containers, so that's quite handy. Let's build. Yeah, we're gonna need a food and drink machine. I made this mistake yesterday, right? I was having a little play about, and I thought, you know what? All I want to do is I want to create a house. Yeah, just get the building blocks down, very basic, all that kind of stuff. And I need more basic frames. And I kind of ignored my vitals because I had nutrition capsules and I had water. I kind of used a lot of the water
With
because it goes down
hydration
quite
secured.
quick. Yeah, there we go. And I was playing for probably, I don't know, maybe an hour. And the next thing I know, my water is getting really low, and I'd used all the ones that I'd had before. I was having fun, you know. And then all of a sudden, my water level, my thirst level goes red. Okay, this icon here went red. I was like, right, okay. So what do I do now then? So it turns out you have to go find the lake, which kind of makes sense. But if you drink straight from the river, it will.
Extreme temperature warning.
Oh, okay, yeah. If you get an extreme temperature warning and you haven't got anywhere to go, get back in your life pod. Because look how quickly your health goes down. Don't like it. There we go. Oh dear, I don't know how long this is going to last, guys. There's no window here or anything. I'm going to sit it out and I'll see you guys in a second. Hey folks, welcome back. The rain lasted for about 2 or 3 minutes, so it wasn't too long. Right, what do we need? Tea. Right, we need electronic parts, composite parts Mark 1 and plating Mark 1. So, we need composite parts. Oh, I need biofuel for that. Easy enough. Put down a couple of trees, that'll do the trick. That'll do. That'll do. So we've got some biomass. Should have everything we need to build what we need to get this done. Let's chuck 10 in there. Hold control, by the way. Control, click and drag. It'll take 10. Right, how do we need? 2 of those. 1, 2, 3 of those. And then I think it was just some plating, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 1 more plating. 2 of those. Wait for these 2. So that's a compact food and drink machine, FAD. And we need that to get some water, purify our water, which uses carbon, if I remember correctly. Let's wait for this last one. And that one. And that one. There we go. Excellent. Right, now that we've got our food and drink machine, you'll notice it needs power. Now to do that, we've also got power in here, and nothing's been drawn from it. So what we need to do is we need to press C, go to connect electricity, go to the switch first, and then the device. No, I'm mistaken, sorry. C on the switch first. Mash a few buttons. Switch is on. Connect electricity. There we go. And you can see it's humming away nicely. And now we can create things like biopaste. So we can chuck 10 of those in there. Create some biopaste, nutrition capsules. if you take down certain plants, it will give you fruitage, and you can use that to create dried fruitage, which will give you basic food buffs and stuff like that, and also purified water. So we do need to go find some water at some point, but the sun is going down, guys. So I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to leave it there for today, and then we'll come back and I'll go off camera and gather some resources, some water, a few bits and bobs, and I might even put up a couple of walls and stuff as well, and then we'll go from there. So I hope you enjoyed the first video of Planet Nomads. If you like the video, do give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe as well, and we'll see you in the next video.